Good afternoon, Mariners. This is Eric Christensen from the National Hurricane Center with the latest marine weather briefing recorded Sunday, July 29th, valid through Friday, July 4th. The main story this afternoon remains Tropical Storm Barry over the western Gulf off the coast of Tampico, expected to move inland this evening into the overnight hours, possibly bringing heavy rain with some life-threatening flooding and mudslides over the terrain over east central Mexico. For the marine area, expect rough seas through tonight into tomorrow morning off the coast. Also looking ahead, we're watching conditions over the Northeast Gulf and off the northeast coast of Florida in the Atlantic, where low pressure may develop late this week or this weekend, and some gradual tropical or subtropical development could occur thereafter as the low pressure drifts to the northeast off the U.S. coastline. Currently, in addition to the winds and seas near Barry and the western Gulf, strong winds and rough seas are active in the south central Caribbean ahead of a pair of tropical waves moving through the basin. Generally, benign marine conditions persist elsewhere. For tomorrow morning, Barry will have moved inland, but expect some residual winds and seas over the western Gulf near Tampico. In the Caribbean, the interaction of building subtropical ridge over the Atlantic and the tropical waves moving through the basin will result in an area of strong winds and rough seas expanding to cover much of the central part of the Caribbean, with generally benign marine conditions persisting elsewhere. Winds and seas will diminish over the western Gulf by Tuesday. However, expect near gale force winds and seas to 13 feet in the south central Caribbean. Little change is expected elsewhere. For Wednesday, winds and seas diminish slightly over the south central Caribbean as the Atlantic ridge shifts eastward. Little change elsewhere. Little change in the pattern or marine conditions Wednesday into Thursday. Looking ahead to Friday, winds and seas diminish slightly over the south central Caribbean, with generally benign marine conditions expected elsewhere. In summary, expect rough seas over the western Gulf into Monday as Barry moves inland, and rough to very rough seas with strong to near gale force winds over the south central Caribbean through midweek. This has been your Tropical Atlantic Marine Weather Briefing. The next briefing will be Thursday, July 3rd by 5 p.m. You can always get the latest graphics and information at hurricanes.gov/marine.